So here we see the outline of plant classification. Whitaker in 1969 stated the five kingdom system for plant classification. He's, he divided five kingdoms, like first kingdom is Monera, second is Protista, third is Plantae, fourth is Fungi, and fifth is Animalia. Monera, the characteristic feature of plant kingdom Monera is they are unicellular and prokaryotes. You may know what is unicellular, what is the difference between unicellular and multicellular. That is unicellular, one celled organism, multicellular, more than one celled organism. You may also know the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So the prokaryotes do not have true nuclei. That is, for reproduction they have nuclear material, and in eukaryotes there is true nuclei is present. So this is the basic difference, and he divided plants into five kingdoms, and the first kingdom is Monera, which includes unicellular and prokaryotes. Second kingdom is Protista. Here unicellular organisms are there. Then he divided the third kingdom is Plantae. In Plantae, unicellular and multicellular plants are present, and here autotrophic, this is the autotrophic group. Plants are autotrophs. You also know the meaning of autotrophs. That is, autotrophs means auto means self and trophic means nutrition. So here the plants prepare their own food material with the help of photosynthesis, and they prepare their own food material. It is known as autotrophs, and there are another term, that is heterotrophic. Hetero means depend on other, trophic means nutrition. So for the nutrition they are depend on other animals or other plants for the food. So this kingdom Plantae, here he divided autotrophic plants which are unicellular or multicellular. Then fourth kingdom is Animalia. Here multicellular organisms are there without cell wall. Animalia, cell wall is absent, and in plants cell wall is present. So this is the basic difference. Animalia kingdom is heterotrophic, totally depend on other organism for the food material. Then fifth kingdom is Fungi. Here unicellular or multicellular fungi are there. So this is the five kingdom system of plant, which is represented by Whitaker in 1969. Then we see the outline of plant classification. Here you see the highest position is plant kingdom. So this is the oldest method, but we refer this because here the evolutionary plant groups are arranged according to the evolution. That is, the primitive group are stand first, and then advanced groups. Here also you may see the lowest plants are present first, and then their height is increased gradually. So in angiosperms most highest plants are occurred. Then also here in first groups there is simple type of reproduction, and when we see the highest groups there is advanced type of reproduction. So this is the basic criteria of classification of plants, from primitive to advanced, or from lowest to biggest or highest, from simple to complex, from water to land. First plant groups are present in the water or nearby the water, and then plants are transferred on the land. So the plant kingdom is firstly divided into two groups, cryptogams and phanerogams. Later on we discuss on the separately, in next lecture we discuss separately on the plant groups or their general characters and some examples. Here only we see the outline of plant classification. So cryptogams and phanerogams, these are the main two groups of plant kingdom. Cryptogams means lower plants, phanerogams means higher plants. Meaning of crypto is here the hidden. Hidden means here smallest gametes or reproductive organs are small which are not seen by naked eye. So this is the meaning of cryptogams. And phanerogams, here the reproductive organ or gametes are large and they are seen by the eyes. So this is the basic difference between cryptogams and phanerogams. Some people also call cryptogams are non-flowering plants and phanerogams are flowering plants. So you may also tell that or said that. Then we see the cryptogams. Cryptogams is divided into three groups. First is Thallophyta, second is Bryophyta, third is Pteridophyta. Then again, Thallophyta is divided into four groups: algae, fungi, bacteria and lichens. So cryptogams are thalloid plant body, lowest plants. Here gametes are small or hidden in size or smallest in size. Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. These are the main three groups of cryptogams. Thallophyta, here the plant structure or plant body is thalloid. That is, it is not divided into root, stem and leaf. Generally, when we see the plant, we see the root, stem, plant is divided into root, stem and leaf. But in thallophytes, these structures are absent and the structure of plant body is known as thallus. So thallus means the plant body is not divided into root, stem and leaf. These are known as thallophytes. Then next group is Bryophyta. Here smallest scale like leaves, then hair like rhizoids or roots are present. So here gradually here the plant forms or structures are formed, and in pteridophytes some heighted plants are seen. So Thallophyta, here the thalloid plant body is present, and this Thallophyta is again divided into four groups: algae, fungi, bacteria, lichens. So when we studied the plant kingdom, the first group is algae, second is fungi, third is bacteria, fourth is lichen. Algae are the smallest or unicellular or multicellular plants and they are present in the water. They are autotrophic, then fungi, then bacteria, then lichens. In next lecture we see in detail the general characters of all these groups. Then next second group of plant kingdom is phanerogams, which are higher plants or flowering plants. They are divided into two groups: gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms are again divided into two groups: Cycadophyta and Coniferophyta, and angiosperms are divided into two groups: Monocotyledons and Dicotyledons. So this is the outline of plant classification. You may write this in your notebook and study it well. And in next lecture we discuss about the different characters of these plant groups, and from in next lecture we start the study from the study the different groups starting from algae, fungi, lichens, then gymnosperms and angiosperms. So this is the syllabus of our paper first, plant diversity. So this is the first chapter, plant diversity. Here we cover the definition of plant diversity, statistical data of plant diversity, then importance of plant diversity. So importance of plant diversity is for your assignment, which you complete it in next week and then load it or send it on the classroom. And here we also see the outline of plant classification or five kingdom system of plant. In next lecture we discuss about the general characters, and then we start the chapter algae, then fungi, lichens, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So here algae is taken by me, then fungi and lichen, these two chapters are taken by Dr. Kanade sir, then gymnosperms and angiosperms like bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So so that's all, and you may write this in your notebook.